against the law in England rants do we have to take on this app before she gets taken off?
Exactly.
See you later, everyone. Love you lots, Miss Red.
Bye, darling. Lots of love to you, sweetheart.
Miss Red, the thing with CLA is nobody holds her accountable. She gets away with it. That's the problem. And I've got 4 children, one of whom who is gay. And my response to him when he told me he was gay was, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, as long as me, your brothers and sisters and your dad love you. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And what's heartbreaking is, as a mum, and especially what's going on with Brianna Ghey in the last year, because it's a year ago this Sunday that she was killed, that CLA doesn't think about things like, she just thinks about what's in her head at that time, and then doesn't, when somebody holds her accountable, she goes, oh yeah, but I was having a manic moment. I was drunk. I was this, I was that. And when people still carry on gifting her, then she thinks she can get away with it.
Yeah.
And that's what the public, you know, if TikTok aren't going to stop her, then it's going to have to be the people that stop her, and they're going to have to stop gifting her.
I mean, do you know what, Country Girl? People are entitled to their opinions, right? Not everybody has to agree with everybody. People have different opinions on everything, and it's great. But there's a way of putting them opinions over, and the way that she does it is so hateful and just nasty, because people don't understand the seriousness of what, you know, the journey that people are taking. People are risking their lives because they're born into the wrong body. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I've got a lot of friends that are part of the LGBT community, and you know, one of my best friends, Davey Baby, you know, is part of the LGBT community, and I love him so much. And like, when I heard that attack on Zach the Brat by Elsa Frost, it made me feel physically sick. How can these people come on this app and speak about another human being like that? And they're some of the most beautiful souls. How can they do it? And how are people finding it funny? It's not funny. There's nothing funny about it. Please, what's funny? Attacking somebody for who they are.
You know, sometimes when we have like these debates or not about like Alphaba, okay, there's an instance, and people keep saying, no, it's he. I don't like Alphaba, but I will always respect her pronouns. She identifies as a girl, and that's what I will call her, she.
Yeah, same with me, Country Girl. Everybody knows I don't like Alphaba, right? But sorry, darling. Do I believe, you know, that is the journey that she's taking? No, I'm not convinced, but I'm still respectful. I still respect her pronouns, you know, because I do have respect for the LGBT community. Do you know what I mean? So out of respect for the community, I respect what Alphaba wants to be seen as. Do you know what I mean? I don't come on here and degrade what she's doing or who she is, because it's not right. It's not right to do it about anybody.
Well, I think with the good thing about Elsa attacking, well, it's not a good thing, but Elsa and CLA starting on Zach is he can hold his own. Yeah. And he won't let them get away with it. You know, that's the one thing about Zach. And that's what they need, somebody to hold them accountable, because they get away with it far too much.
Yeah.
It's upsetting to what, you know, it is a hate crime, you know, because my son, he's got ASD and he goes to a special school. So he gets, you know, he tells people that he's gay at his school, and he gets picked on. And when I told the school, they said it's a hate crime. We need to know which students in his class was doing it because it's a hate crime.
Yeah.
So you were right when you said that.
It's really sad. You know, people are born in the wrong bodies. People are born to be who they want to be. It's 2024. This shit still shouldn't be going on. It really shouldn't. It shouldn't be going on. It shouldn't. And the people that are saying the worst shit, you know, I wouldn't even identify them as a woman, because the stuff that leaves the mouth is, you know, women are supposed to have empathy and compassion and everything else. And I'm not hearing it from these women. The Elsa Frost one.
Well, I wouldn't say Elsa's very feminine, would you? And nor CLA, the way they speak.
Got the violence of mouths, nothing feminine about what comes out of her mouth. CLA, nothing feminine about what comes out of the mouth. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's disgusting. But I just wanted to come up and say something, because I was so mad when I heard what they said about Zach. Zach's probably one of the funniest people on this app, and he cheers a lot of people up. You know, he's a nice guy, and I think they thought they'd get away with it with the Zach. Well, he was the wrong person to pick on.
Yeah. I did see the video. I did see it, and I wasn't ignoring it. It was just the stuff that come out of her mouth. I couldn't play it on here. I would have got the live shut straight down. But I was going to acknowledge it. I was always going to acknowledge it. And it was. I only seen the video last night of what Elsa Frost said, and it was just disgusting. Like, who is she? Who is she to even have that opinion on somebody? Like, please, who are you? You're disgusting.
If we brought, you know, like people could say plenty of things about Elsa. You know, when she was saying wasn't she doing the weeklies for to give away to people, the money away to people, so single mums, and then she ended up only giving it to her friends. She was meant to be doing it for charity, and she ended up giving it to her friends. And she's been in prison, hasn't she?
Yeah, I don't like, you know, past and everything. Do you know what I mean? She has been in prison, but this is what I'm saying. Like, who is she to have this opinion on somebody when she's not? Do you get what I'm saying? But attacking somebody for who they are, and you know, and what makes them who they are, what makes them the people that they are, is disgusting. You know, it's just something that you can't attack people for. So thank you, country girl, darling. Hi, Amy Crizzle.
Hey, Miss Red, how are you?
Hello, darling.
First time in your box, thank you for having me. I'm definitely a background listener, but obviously this topic obviously resonates quite heavily with me, especially obviously being gay. I think going back to the racism phobias, I mean, they are the same thing. They're that hatred of stereotypes and fear, and it's the scaredness that people have of our community. I mean, the majority of us, we're just trying to live our lives. We're just trying to be normal people like everyone else. So, again, I've not had too much adversity in my life. I've been quite privileged, and I acknowledge that. But you've got to educate yourself and stand up with your fellow people in your community, because not everyone's as lucky as I've been. People go through adversities all the time. So, and it just takes someone like Brianna to be murdered, and it's the same with Black Lives Matter as well. Words mean a lot. And the fact that we've had to get to a point that someone's been murdered is, for having these conversations, is crazy. And it's the world that we live in right now. It's just full of fear, phobias of human beings. It's madness. It's absolute madness. So if anyone needs to go through an education of what it's like to be part of the LGBT community, you've got friends. We're all around you. Just talk to us and we'll tell you how it's like, how you can help us, how you can march with us. Yeah, there's prides. It's not just a month, it's a year, it's all time. So yeah, please educate and look after each other. We're your neighbors. We're living in the same buildings as you guys. So yeah, that's just all I had to say on the matter.
Oh, thank you, Chris. And it's lovely to speak to you. It's nice to hear a voice behind, you know, some of the comments.
Yeah, definitely a background, but love you, Miss Red, and love your all the things you do. You bring great topics to the menu, as I call it. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Crizzle. Hi, Jojo.
Good morning, my lovely.
Good morning, my darling.
Good morning, everybody. We're back on the subject of that trash heap, aren't we? She is a vile human being, right? And the quicker people realise this and get her off, the better everyone's mental health will be. I don't care whether people say, well, don't follow her then, don't watch her then. She's on her FYP every single day, clogging up the app. She's toxic. She makes it a bad energy, okay? She's the most transphobic, homophobic and racist person I've ever encountered on my screen, yeah? I'm talking about CLA, if anyone don't know. And if there's any fans in here, they need to just do one. At the end of the day, she's as thick as shit as well. She hasn't got any intelligence in her brain. She thinks she's smart, but she's not, okay? She's really not. She would just waffle about anything that she can see in front of her eyes because she's not above anybody else, okay? She was hanging around with Evil Queen for a good part of a year, sponging off her, getting her clout, letting EQ take the lead, take her places, you know, encourage her to be violent to people. And then all of a sudden, because she knows that she's not as good as Evil Queen and she'll never be at that top, she can't handle it. She sees someone doing good, Gracie, anybody that is above her, she will come for. And coming for Zach and people who are trans is a disgrace to humanity. It really is. This poor Brianna who lost her life, this beautiful soul, and you've got someone like CLA who's on the app all the time, inciting hate on everybody who's not like her, right? It's just, I don't know how far it's going to get before this person is removed. Okay, she can't keep staying on this app. I don't care about the gifts or what money she's getting or anything like that. It's not about that. It's about having a safe space for people. And it's just, she never takes accountability. I don't care if she's due on. At the end of the day, if every woman was to say to people, the reason why I attacked you today is because I'm due on my period, then we'd all be in mental asylums or prisons. Okay, it is a crime that she's committing. She is inciting hate to everybody. She would never have that energy in real life, ever, ever, ever. Okay, she's a bottle job. She's all mouth and no action. I've seen when people have approached her and she goes all dry in the mouth and all scared and she doesn't know what to say. She's a big mouth. She's a bully. God knows what she was like as a mum around her children. I'm sorry. No wonder why no one wants to know her. And I think she was the abuser in the relationship. I really do believe that.
Do you know what, Jojo? Thank you for coming on and just saying all that. Like, yeah, I mean, the problem is with CLA, you know, she has a lot of bad moments, you know, where she's saying absolutely vile thing. You know, she sits there and saying she's leaving TikTok because the gifts aren't coming through thick and fast enough, you know, and all this is down to greed and jealousy. Zach's doing well, I do well, everybody that she attacks appears to be, you know, be doing well, and it's all because she wants it all and she doesn't want anybody else to have anything, and this is what starts these rants off. Do you know what I mean? And actually with Evil Queen, she was actually a fan of Evil Queen. She actually, you know, she got inspired to do TikTok because of Evil Queen. You know, I've heard her say this. Do you get what I'm saying? And
she even, sorry to interrupt, but she even talks to her gifters and subs like trash. She talks to them, she talks down to them. She says, oh, you know, I don't go to Iceland, darling. No wonder why you're not giving me very good gifts if you shop there. You know, just things like belittling people. And she'll say that I haven't got any green, that's why I'm irritable today. And it's just abuse after abuse after abuse. And it's just like, where do you go from there? You know, I don't care whether TikTok haven't got the mentality to just know that she's doing wrong because she's earning their money. It's not good at all. And the more people just realise what she's like, you know, we all like a bit of drama, don't get me wrong, and a little bit of fun and having a little this and that. And, you know, he said, she said, but she's bringing people down. And to be honest with you, I've got to say this, I don't care whether Zach's a strong, lovely bloke. He shouldn't have to take that shit. I know he can stick up for himself and I know he's got good comebacks, but he shouldn't have to go through that, because when the screen's over and he's closed his phone, I guarantee you he's thinking about it. I guarantee you he's thinking, I didn't need to put up with that today. I didn't need to get that abuse today. Why should he put up with that? Just because he's a nice, strong, you know, independent guy. My son's gay and I love him to pieces. And if anybody come for him like that, I would be doing time myself. Okay?
And let's not forget as well, Zach is made this no secret. He suffers with mental health himself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about Zach's mental health? You know, what about the mental health of every person that's part of the LGBT community? What about their mental health? You know.
And the thing is, she says she's got mental health. I'm not being horrible, right? Apart from her big mouth, there's no evidence medically or you know, receipts that she's got all the things she says she's got, fibromyalgia, bipolar, ADHD, all that stuff. You wouldn't be able to sit there calmly and just have a smoke that calm when you do, darling. You'd be frantic. And to be honest with you, someone who doesn't want to medicate, who says they've got that many things wrong with them, is a danger to them and society.
Jojo, can I just say, darling, we don't know the levels, or we don't know someone's mental health. Do you know what I mean? So we can't dispute that she doesn't have mental health.
No, she doesn't, but she spurts out all these medical problems. But deep down, she's just an angry person who talks about money all the time. So the equivalent of her not being well is the fact that she's got no drugs or no money. And the fact that she doesn't do anything to help herself or to get better. She makes up all this, I'm an artist, I do things for the children, and I'm spreading awareness for mental health. No, you're not. You're making people's mental health worse.
Also, as well, Jojo, the CLA isn't skint. She earns thousands of pounds a week on TikTok. Subs alone, she's got 3 or 4 accounts with 1 point summit, 2 point summit subscriptions, right? So that would be around about £6,000 to £7,000 a month, guys, off subscriptions alone. That is before gifts. That is off subscriptions. I know, I do TikTok, I can I can maths it out. So she's earning round about anywhere between £5,000 and £7,000 a month just on subscriptions, guys. She's earning more than a fucking doctor who saves lives.
Yeah. She even said a little while ago, I don't think I've got bipolar anymore. And she goes, she'll just laugh it off. And it's just like, do you know what danger you're giving out to people when they look at you and think, well, I've got them symptoms, I must have that as well. No, she's an angry person who can't get her own way. She throws a strop. Look at the way she behaved because no one was giving her attention at that boxing match. And no one give a shit about CLA. She's walking around thinking that everyone should bow down to her. No, it's because you're just a clown and everyone's looking at you because they're on their phones filming you for their clout. She's just a wrong un. She's a wrong un.
Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, darling. Who was next? Hi, Scooby-Doo.
Hi, McLeod.
Hi, darling.
I'm one of Zach's mods. And basically it's not even just CLA yesterday because she went on that massive rant and whatever. Gemzino, come on, she was homophobic to him as well.
She's another wrong girl.
Yeah, the day before that it was Boss Callie openly saying on the live that he's homophobic.
He's another wrong girl. That Boss Callie is another wrong girl, guys. Sorry, darling.
We all know, Zach is strong and he has just brushed it off, but he shouldn't have to. This guy has been attacked and beaten up for being gay before, and you've got people like that get away with saying it. And Dave Duran really disappointed me because when it was going on about Sobriety Jack, and he was going on that he was going to drive up to his house and whatever, he was in No Faces Live, and he came on and he called him the same words that Elsa said about Zach, the SS words, and he said he was riddled.
That, darling? Dave Duran.
Dave Duran said that about Jack. And he said he was riddled with AIDS. Okay. No one called it out. No one said anything. I think it's disgusting that no one called it out. Not one person in our life said anything about what he said. Jack is a wrong un. We know this. He's disgusting. But is it because he's gay? No. Why is someone allowed to say things like that just because you're angry with them?
Can I be honest, Scooby-Doo? I swear to God, guys, as God is my witness, I never heard, I didn't know Dave said that. I didn't know.
It was in No Faces Live, it was, but no one in that live said anything. And I was absolutely gobsmacked by what I heard. Because I know, he goes on, he battles Adam Zach, I don't think that he is a massive homophobic, but it's not okay to use homophobic speech.
Yeah, it's not.
If you're having a fight with someone verbally or whatever, you don't bring things like that into it.
No, especially, I know the word that you're on about, the SS word, that is vulgar. it's the vulgarest thing as far as I'm concerned.
It is disgusting. It's vile. And I just, I feel like someone should have, as is Mod, I wanted to say, all these things that have happened. It's not just a case of CLA. She's vile what she's been saying.
Sorry, darling. Rosanna, it's not that people are just too soft and snowflake these days. We're talking about people that are being attacked and unalived because of who they are, darling. So no, we're not snowflakes and we're not sensitive. People should not be going around and attacking people for who they are. So we're not snowflakes, darling. So please don't be saying that.
Exactly.
Sorry.
We're in 2024. None of this should be happening. Not racism, not transphobia, not homophobia, none of it. We should judge people on people. That's how it should be.
I just want to say, that Rosanna, if you're still in here, I don't know if you've seen on the news, a 16-year-old transgender girl got unalived because of who she was. It was the most heartbreaking, and to watch it, I watched the what's it called when they reenact summer? What's it called? Sorry. Where they do like a thing for the news, and it was heartbreaking. It made me cry because I thought, what if that was my daughter that was unalived just because of that? They set the whole thing up, and this is what I'm saying. This is why people can't be saying things like this, such hateful. Yeah, reconstruction. Thank you. I've got EQ telling me reconstruction because people are losing their lives over it, over who they are born to be, who they want to be.
Yeah, it's got to stop. It's got to stop somewhere. It's disgusting. And and HS Tiki Toki, he was homophobic as well last night. It's just no one's holding them accountable, and it needs off the app.
Can I just jump in here, Scooby Doo?
Yeah.
Come on, darling.
Lovely to meet you, Miss Red.
Lovely to meet you too, Leah.
I don't go live often, so I'm just jumping in because I am a journalist.
Okay.
That's what I study. That's what I do.
Oh, Leah, your microphone's off, Leah, darling. Scooby-Doo was removed, guys, because she had a violation.
Can you hear
Leah?
me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, yes, sorry. So I am a journalist. I can speak about it because we're not under jurisdiction at the moment. So there's no problem there. But basically...
Oh, darling. God. I want to hear what she's got to say as well.
Can you hear me? Shall I come out and go in?
Love.
Can you hear me, yes?
We can hear you.
Yeah, so basically, I'm pretty shocked with the fact that everyone's speaking about Elsa, because last night, the way that CLA, sorry, maybe it's because I was trying to get my notes up, the way CLA was speaking about Zach was absolutely horrific. If you want to go on Reddit, it's on there that I've seen. The language was just awful, People keep bringing up, like I say, Elsa again, which was bad enough. The way CLA spoke was just, honestly, I felt sick to my stomach. With what is going on, there was, I've got here notes and notes and notes, what we're trying to report, etc. But it was just disgusting the way she was speaking about people. I think that's why my microphone keeps going off when I'm trying to get my notes up.
And you know what I'm going to do, Leah? I'm going to get all the videos today and I'm sending it into TikTok, Chelsea. So if you're watching...
Let me just try again, one sec.
I'm going to send it all into TikTok today. I'm going to send it via my TikTok manager. Not that they'll fucking do anything because they probably won't, but I am going to send it. I am going to send it. I promise. And I've never snitched before, guys, but I'm going to do it. She can jump back in the box if she wants to. Hi, Barbie, darling.
Hi, my love.
Hi, darling.
Saying that I'm very upset. This is so crazy. A person like CLA that's coming out with a speech like that is even making the target on transgender people's back even bigger, because she have a big platform, and there may be there maybe is some people in her life that have the same feeling, same, thing with her, that have like, yeah, this is right, and I just think as a trans person, we have a target on our back, like it is, but because of this, because of what Elphaba have done, we have a bigger target. I had a friend from the United States. She was in a TV program called It's All About Miriam, if anybody remember. She actually was almost on a life of a person that threw her over a balcony. That was horrible. But there is one person, there is one creator on this app that's even worse than CLA and her speeches. Her name is called Envy. Envy making these live about women's right and the toilet things, and all trans are men, blah blah blah. It's going on every night. It's so horrendous to hear. I've been in her boxes 2 times, but the things that come out of her mouth is even worse. That's what CLA says. It's even worse, Miss Red. It's crazy.
You know what, Barbie? People need to just sit and mass report.
Yeah.
If this is going on, just sit and mass report, everybody. If you are hearing this, mass report, press the report button for hate crime. Write it in the comments when you're reporting transphobia, homophobia, racism, and write what they are saying, the descriptive words, and just do it. Just do it. I know it does 9 times out of 10 come back with no violation, but keep on doing it anyway.
Yeah, but what she said yesterday about Zach and other people and trans people, I don't even think jail would be the right place for her,
Probably not, Barbie. Probably not, darling.
But yeah, that's just all I'm going to say. You look lovely today.
Thank you. Not as beautiful as you, though, Barbie.
No. And one last thing. You know that guy that you wants to come on and sing for you?
Oh yeah, Darby.
I think you should do a duet with him.
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, it's amazing. It's poorly at the minute. He's got laryngitis, so he can't sing at the minute.
He has a brother. He has a brother that sings too.
I know. I've heard of the brother.
Yeah. So yeah, but I just want to say that I'm appalled. I think everybody should remove themselves from CLA. I think they should remove themselves for these people, because we could have a positive TikTok if we did something with these wrongings,
Yeah.
It could be so much better.
Thank you, Barbie, for coming on.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day.
You too, love.
Bye.
Hi, Rosanna. Was you the lady in the comments that said people are snowflakes?
Rosie, I think, yeah.
Why are people snowflakes? For what reason?
Because, you're sitting on here crying about, CLA and everything when you're just as bad as them.
Who?
All of yous, because...
How are we just as bad as CLA? We're not being transphobic.
I'll explain to you. You've done bad things yourself, Miss Red, and don't say you haven't.
Rosina, I've never been transphobic, I've never been homophobic, and I've never been racist. Who kicked her out the box? Who kicked her out the box, please? If she requested them, put her back in the box. I don't know if she dropped or she got kicked, but I never touched the screen.
People like her make me so angry.
Yeah. I mean, she's entitled to her opinion, but...
Yeah. It's my first time in the box. I've got 3 children. My youngest came out as gay. And I felt the proudest mum in the world. I really did. That I don't know, it's just a feeling, even though I've got 2 other children, that he trusted me and was loved enough to tell us that anybody hurt him. I swear to God, because life's so hard out there.
Yeah.
And these people don't realise. And I was listening to Black Pope one day in the week, and he took us round where CLA worked, and she's got no reason to talk. He come with facts. By God, that woman should hang her head in shame. That's all I wanted to say, really. It's just, if anybody harmed my son, the life wouldn't be worth living.
Yeah.
It's not just, they think, oh, we'll just make fun of him, we'll just call him a name. Then he comes home to his mum and dad, and then he's got his brother and his sister. It's not just a simple name. And Elsa Frost, she's a total disgrace. And I would love to meet her face to face. Because nobody calls my children, nobody.
So what was the reason I was removed and blocked?
I didn't do it, Rosanna, because I'll sit here and talk to you all day.
Well, do you want to get control of your mods and tell them not to do it?
Do you want to like pipe it down a little bit, please? Don't be coming in here telling me what to do.
You seem to think it's okay to tell everyone what to do and sit on your
I
little high
ain't telling
horse.
people what to do. We're here speaking about problematic creators. I ain't telling people what
You're
to
a
do.
problematic creator.
How am I a problem? Do you support Elsa Frost?
I
Are you an
love
Elsa
because
Frost
see,
supporter?
who's Elsa Frost?
Yeah, okay, go on. Just carry on saying what you got to
Who's
say.
Elsa Frost?
Carry on saying what you got to say.
All I've done is sit here and sing. All I've done is sit here and see you go, oh, CLA, Jammer, and this poor woman, this poor little trans girl. How are you comparing a poor trans girl getting killed to drama on TikTok? Do you see what you're doing and the harm you cause? You are so wrong. You sit here every day, Miss Rad. Miss Rad, you sit here every day on your little high horse with your little cup of coffee, let's just sit and judge everyone because my life is so boring.
Guys, please,
my life is so boring. My life is so boring, so I have to judge everyone else's and get me little 2 minutes of fame every 2 seconds by sitting there and judging people. Yeah, no wonder they're saying stuff back to you, Zach, and everything, when all you do is sit on a fucking live every morning chatting shit about them. Make it make sense.
Rosanna, can I speak now, please? Because I've just listened to you. Do you agree with transphobia and homophobia and racism? Do you agree with that?
You've been racist for one yourself.
I've never been racist, darling. I've never been racist in my life. I've got three mixed race children.
Miss Rad, come on. We know we've seen the screen recordings on the view page and everything.
I haven't seen any screen recordings.
If you're going to try and own up and make other people take accountability.
What you've seen is people dig back to 13 years to try and they've had to dig back 13 years to try and get shit on me, and I've come on here with receipts and proved that it wasn't me. Carry on.
There we go. If you're going to try and make other people take accountability, why don't you start by doing it yourself?
I've always taken accountability for everything.
Yeah, because you didn't just then.
Everything that I've done, I've taken accountability for.
So 20 years ago, they had the capability to do AI and shit like that to make your voice be racist.
What voice are you on about?
Wow. Technology back then must have been amazing.
Go and get the video that you're talking about. Go and get the video that you're on about, my voice. Go and get it, and I'll let you play it.
It's funny how everyone's saying facts, but yet you can't take accountability yourself, Miss Rad. Make it make sense.
What you're saying is bullshit. There is no voice out there of me being
So what
racist.
you're saying about CLA and Gems is also bullshit?
Go and get the voice note, and I'll let you back in front of 5,000 people and destroy my career. Go and get it.
Mate, your career's destroyed. What career? You have not got a career. You sit on TikTok.
I'm misread. I'm on TikTok.
What career is that? You sit there gossiping. That's not a career, love. You sit begging for gifts on TikTok. How is that a career?
Darling, you ain't seen begging. Trust me.
I talk drama about people. What a career.
Rosanna wants her 5 minutes of fame.
Right, I'm going to mute her a minute, right? I'm going to mute her a minute. For those that are saying facts, there's no facts because I've never been racist. Where are the voice notes of me being racist? There is no voice notes out there. No voice notes whatsoever. So I'm asking Rosanna to go and get the voice notes so she can play them in front of 5,000 people.
Rosina.
Right. Carry on.
Yeah, carry on. So, go on. I take accountability. How can you sit here and judge everyone else and talk about everyone else, but the minute they do the same, you cry victim?
What do you want me to take accountability for?
What I've just said, you think you can sit there and talk about everyone else, but the minute someone does it to you, you're crying.
I haven't done it.
Was you not, Miss Rad, was you not, Miss Rad, was you not sitting here on a live the other day, like crying, going, oh, they're coming after me, I can't do it, my mental health. But yeah, all morning, every morning, you go after people, talk about them, put their mental health down.
I don't put mental health down at all. Hang on 1 minute, Jay. I've not put mental health down. I've never, ever, on this platform, put anybody's mental health down.
Never.
I disagree with that. Go and ask all the people that you come for on a daily basis.
You're lying. I've never put anybody's mental health down. Never once.
I don't know why you're entertaining it. Honestly.
On a daily basis.
Rosina, where's the voice note?
Have a left alive and come back.
Miss Red,
Where's the voice note?
Get the voice note. Rosanna, go and get the voice note of me being racist.
Just Miss Red, just look at you. You can't.
No, not just Miss Red. Where's the voice note? Back your shit up.
Excuse me, Miss Jay. Miss Jay, she doesn't need a backup dancer. Miss Jay, you might be a backup dancer all the time, every time, but at this moment in time, she doesn't need it.
There
She
isn't a
doesn't need the
voice
backup.
Where's the voice note?
Miss Jay, she doesn't need the backup dancer.
Darling, where's
She
the
needs a
voice
hairdresser
note?
to fix them roots, but she doesn't need a backup dancer.
The voice notes.
She needs a hairdresser to fix the roots, but she doesn't need you as a backup dancer.
Voice notes.
So unless you're going to come and fix them roots. Thank you.
Rosanna, will you go
Rosina.
off the voice note?
Rosina, not Rosanna.
Will you go off and get the voice notes?
You absolutely sound ridiculous. Where's the voice note?
Do I?
Yes.
Why can't you just take accountability?
Okay, when you've got the voice note, she'll take accountability.
Go and get
When you've got the voice note, she'll take accountability.
Look how pressed you are. Like, Miss Rad, how old are you that you need a backup dancer against a 24-year-old? How old are you?
24-year-old. Oh my God, you're using your age. You're
you need
24. You're a big
you need a
grown
backup
woman, so
dancer.
listen, pull
You
your
need a
fucking
backup
knickers
dancer.
up.
Right, 1 minute, darling.
Yeah, Miss Jay, pipe down.
1 minute.
Listen, you're getting put back on your lead. You're getting put back on your lead. Shut up.
You better shut your mouth. That's uncalled for. Back.
Ooh, Kitty got claws. Kitty got
I
claws.
feel like she was ganged up on, do you know what I mean?
Sweetheart, you can never gang up on me. Your little coffee club of a morning.
Listen, go and get the voice note of me being racist.
Could never. Your little boot club could never. Like, come on.
Guys, I've discontinued the lovely lady in the middle.
She wanted 5 minutes
the
for
lady
me.
in the middle so she can go and get the voice note of me being racist and play it on my live because
Miss Red, why did you kick her?
it's not true.
Why did you kick her out the box then?
So she can go and get the voice note, Luke.
There isn't a voice note. Listen, Rosina, Rosanna, whatever your name is, you're a 24-year-old embarrassment. Listen, when you're going to fire accusations at people, please make sure you come with facts and the voice notes. You've got till 3 o'clock to show me the voice notes. You can come on my live at 3 o'clock and I want to hear some voice notes. Other than that, you've come in here in front of 6,000 people to clout chase. Be quiet, get back on your fucking leash, you silly little girl, and go and find the voice notes and I'll apologise to you.
The voice note. But if she does come back in, put everybody out the boxes and just you and her have a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Because there's no bullying on here, but she's not going to come back because there's no voice notes to be got. That's all. I'm going to jump down in case she wants to come back. But just...
Honestly, bullying, pal. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are so quick to jump to bullying, but it's all right for her to run her fucking mouth.
Exactly.
Bullying. So fucking what? No one cares. No one cares anymore. You lot all call the bullying card. No one gives a shit no more.
Anyway, guys, let's get back to the topic in hand. Rosina thinks it's acceptable in this day and age to be racist, transphobic, homophobic, and we're all snowflakes. So let's get back to that topic on hand.
Red, I'm at sisters. I just want to ask something. Are we friends?
Me and you? Of course.
Well, then there's no fucking way that me and you are this close and you're a racist then. Especially surrounded by me, knowing where my family come from, knowing that my partner and my children aren't full British. There is absolutely no way. I know exactly what she's talking about. There's no voice note involved. It was them poxy screenshots that went around ages ago. If Miss Red's racist, then I am definitely white British. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm leaving.
Thank you, Tam. Thank
you. Sis, when you've got mixed race kids, like seriously, wake up, man.
Well, to be fair, CLA's racist and she's got mixed race children.
Yeah, that's true. Shut me down, man. Jesus, yeah, that you're right.
Sorry, Jay, I've got to
No,
keep
you're
it
right. I
real.
didn't even think of it like that. Yeah, sorry about that.
Miss Red,
Yeah?
am I right to speak, love?
Yeah, go on, darling.
Sorry, just going back to what we were supposed to be speaking about with CLA. The one thing I came in the box for is what frightened me because I watched it live for some strange reason. And just after, when you finished the video just before, there's a trigger warning because it gets worse. And one thing that frightens me more than CLA is the supporters she had in that chat that were agreeing with everything that she said.
Oh, yeah, they will do because they're like Rosina. They will do.
Absolutely shocking. I was disgusted. I really was.
Yeah.
And it frightens me for all these trans people, especially with everything that's gone on with poor Brianna, that there's people that support it out there. It's just, the hate is just disgusting.
Yeah.
And it makes me
I
sick.
agree. I agree.
So that's all I wanted to say. All right, Mother. Thank you for talking to me anyway.
Oh, no problem, my darling. Go on, M2.
I just wanted to just to obviously provide answers to them questions what she asked, because I just thought they were absolutely ridiculous. So first of all, when she sat there and said, you're sitting there mentioning Brianna Ghey, the reason why you're mentioning Brianna Ghey is because obviously we all understand that murder was committed because it was a transphobic murder. They had the intent to go out there and kill Brianna based on obviously what she believed. But then we also need to highlight the fact that on TikTok, behaviours being displayed which is being transphobic, which was also linking to the actual murder, would it not? So of course you're going to sit there and discuss it. I don't get why she come in here to ask that question. It absolutely baffled me. Second of all, when you made the comment and you said you've got a career, I completely agree with what it is that you meant. What you meant was you've got a platform on TikTok. You have 6,000 people who come in here and watch it on the daily. And as far as you're concerned, this is your career. This is what you do for a living. This is your entertainment. This is what people do. They come and watch you. Do you get what I mean? So don't come in here and sit there and criticise you when you've got 6,000 people in your box saying, what do you bring to TikTok? Because obviously you bring a lot, because there's 6,000 people who come in here to watch you every single day. So if Rosina, if that's how you say your name, because your pronunciation was different on about 4 different occasions, if you want to come in and have a conversation with people like adults, come in and talk. She gave you the platform and said you can come in and speak. She was willing to have a civilised conversation with you, but you come in there and you started shouting down and disrespecting her in the box, which is her platform.
That you got my back up straight away.
Do you know what I mean? Of course, she isn't going to let you sit there and give a shit. I wouldn't sit there and let you give me shit if you ain't coming with facts. She asked you for the receipt. You haven't been back to prove it. So everything you've just said's just been debunked. So everyone sit there and laugh at Rosina in the comments. Everyone put laughing faces. Ha, 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 ha.
But at any time, MT, she is welcome to jump back in the box with the voice note and also go on Luke the Judge. Luke will be live at 3 o'clock, guys. So Rosina can go on Luke the Judge and play the racist voice note from me.
I'll be there waiting because I don't think she'll be coming, but that's all I had to say anyway. So keep doing you. Ignore the haters.
You, darling. God bless you, darling. Do you know what I mean? Fucking racist. I don't think so, sweetheart. Right, who's next? Sorry, ladies.
I don't know. I'll go. I just think the moment you have to start insulting people to back up your argument is the moment you lose an argument. If you want to come in here and have a civilised conversation and then you start shouting your mouth off, you've just proved the point that you're arguing, is that the only bully in the room is you. And I just think the moment if anyone sees that voice note is the moment I'll shut my mouth. Until then, I'm not ever going to shut up and say, I don't ever want to hear Rosina's voice again. And that's all I've got to say.
Do you know what then, right? If Rosina comes in and wants a different opinion, that's fine. I stand by what I do here. We do FYP news. We talk about problematic creators that are on the FYP. CLA is one of them, right, guys? So, it's there for everybody to see. But, talking about stuff that happened 13 years ago that I've proved, wasn't me. I've proved on many occasions, right? And then to bring all that up to attack me because she's probably a CLA supporter or an Elsa Frost supporter, do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I've proved myself time and time again, guys. Time and time again.
Even if you remove the element of TikTok, if you were to sit and have a conversation with your friends and you saw racism, homophobia, transphobia going on your street, what would be the first thing you'd be talking about? It would be that, because no one wants to be associated with that sort of behaviour. So because we all share the same platform and we all share the same community on this platform, everyone as a human immediately creates an opinion about who and who they do not want in that community. And the people like CLA, Elsa Frost, Boss Callie, anybody else that is willing to share those views, those are not the sort of people that I want to have share in my community. So regardless of whether it being on TikTok or not, they're not welcome here.
And I don't know why these kind of things are part of an argument now. Like, it's going straight to try to ruin people, and I think that's so dangerous. And seeing it so much on the app is with threats calling people peddlers, calling people things that they just generally aren't. Because it happened to Zach, it's happened to loads of people. And to just come out to say that you're racist, I think that's so dangerous. If you were a smaller creator, say, that could have just ruined you straight off the app, gone.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to back it up. And seeing that so much, it's getting really toxic on you, to be honest.
The thing is, right, Jodie, right? Fortunately for me, I've got an amazing community that have been in from day one and seen all these allegations come out and me prove time and time again that what people are saying isn't true, what narratives people are running with isn't true. So I'm quite fortunate. But the one thing that I've never been in my life is a racist. I've never been transphobic. I've never been homophobic. I am not none of them three. So with that being said, Team Red, can you smash this target, please, for the perfumes? Thank you, guys. Smash the target, please.
Morning, Miss Red.
Morning, darling.
Can I just quickly say something, because I've got to dash off, but I don't understand how, you let everybody talk and you welcome people if they've got a difference of opinion to you. You say, come on and, tell me about myself. That's what you say. But the way the lady came in before, it's no way to act, is it? She can say what she wants to say and have a difference of opinion and you will listen. But another thing, why is she watching? Why is she watching and listening? She seems to know a lot about you, and must watch the show herself. So, and it's no different when you watch Loose Women or when they have a reporter on the news. Your news broadcast is your FYP in effect, and people discuss it.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
She basically, not someone just put in the comment, she just come in for a row. That's all she come in for, a row. I believe she was a CLA supporter or an Elsa Frost supporter. The end. Nobody can convince me any different.
Yeah.
Miss Red.
Hello.
Right, I'm just going to say this quick because I've been in your box. I've been in your box with a racist. You have allowed the racist to speak. I'm not going to mention her name because there's a big investigation going on. That's why I'm now on this one rather than my other account. Maybe you can't remember me. Yeah. When the content, I'll say her name, the content coach, when she came in your box, running her mouth about me, saying a whole heap of shit, and you allowed it. Yeah?
No, I didn't, darling.
Yes, you did. I'm not going to argue with you because I've got a screen recording. I've got a screen recording.
I've blocked
you talk
that
over
lady.
people. You talk over people. You've got all your people in here. You've got all your people in here saying, oh, Miss Red's not racist. So when Chelsea Liart came in your box after you allowed her to come in here, yeah, mute me. Yeah, you do that. You mute because you know it's the freaking truth. Yeah? Because you was quite happy to let that dirty cow come in your box after saying the N-word multiple times, then laughing with that, I know I was drunk. I was drunk.
Sorry,
like, really?
Do you mean the no contact?
And then what smashes it? Let me just give you some, give you people that talk about, I got mixed race children. Yeah? Listen, let's go back to the slavery days, yeah? Because when them slave masters had them slaves in the field, when they was graping them, they had mixed race children too, didn't they? And if they was white enough, they stayed in the house. And if they were black, they were in the field. Listen, I've got enough white friends who have got mixed race children. And there's quite a few of them, yeah, that forget that I'm black because of the way I talk and are quite happy to slag off black people. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, because how I see it, and I've watched you for a long time, but I'm looking in your box at all the people that are in it. That's what I'm saying. Where's your people colour in here?
NRG,
where are they?
Because we're all white.
Yeah. I'm asking a question. I've got mixed race children. My partner is white. Yeah. So before any of you run your gums and start telling me about I'm racist, my man's white. My children mixed race. I've got 16 grandchildren, and they're all racist. But when I hear someone like Chelsea Liart coming up in your box and you don't put it right, you allow her to speak and they're all laughing. When I hear a white woman like that. And the thing about it with Miss Chelsea Liart, I knew her before TikTok. I used to work in a place with her. Yeah, I worked somewhere where she was. She's got mixed race children, and we all know how she carries on about them, don't we? We've heard what she said about them.
Can I answer, right? Can I answer you quickly?
Actually boiling my blood listening to some of you, mate. You're all carrying on like you're lovely.
What you're saying.
No, mate.
Let her reply.
Let me reply. So when CLA said what she said, you know, a horrible word about 14 times. I got my friends who I know on TikTok who are black to come into the live and talk about it and speak their truth. Not once did I laugh, not once did I defend CLA, not once has she been back in this box since. I let them women tell her exactly what she needed to hear. So I'm going to unmute you now. Unmute yourself and now respond.
I'm sure Paigey and Torian are probably in here, to be fair.
No, because Torian's took some time off TikTok because of her parents.
Okay, all right then.
I just find it really, like, you know, the way that things go on this app is,
yeah, but can you just respond, because you've accused me of saying
no? I was watching you and I came in. You've done it not just with her, like I said, with somebody else. I came right. I tell you who it was. It was Content Coach. You remember her? Do you remember her?
And do you know what? I blocked her.
Right. Do you remember when she came in your box and I was listen? When I'm doing a live and I get told, oh, that little dumbass is in Miss Red's running her mouth about you. I'm like, no, I had to come off my live to come into yours, and she was there running. Oh, Miss Red, she's this. And
I blocked her, darling, because I didn't want to hear it from her. I blocked her straight, done block.
She was, listen, you let her have her rant.
But I didn't know what it was about at the time. I didn't know what she was going to say, and I shut it straight down.
Right, do you remember what she was, do you actually remember what she was going about? Yeah, the no content.
A year and a half ago, but I do remember the situation, and she got blocked. I blocked her, done, out, bye.
Because she came on, right, then what, once it was you, it was like, let's go on to Miss, who did she run off to next? Oh, Claudia.
I wouldn't let her run here, darling. She messaged me, I said, not on my life, darling, not at all, not today, blocked.
Right, I just wanted to check on that, because like I said, she ain't nobody. I'm drinking my cup, darling. I'm sipping. Yeah. But like I said, when I listen, I'm listening. I've been watching and listening to you today. Yeah. Because I'm off work, and I look at it and I think there's a lot of people in your boxes that have got opinions, and they'll go, oh yeah, miss this. You allow people to say things. Yeah.
I want people to say what they want to say. Like I'm allowing you. You're in here now in front of 5.5k people.
I don't give a fuck how many people are in your life, to be honest. I'm not a clout chaser. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't say you was a clout chaser.
I don't care if there's two people in here.
You have this amazing platform with all these
amazing
people,
platform.
so you can have a voice and you can say what you want to say.
Darling, Miss Red, I've got a voice. I don't need to come into anyone else's shit.
No, but
when I'm coming into yours, I'm hearing some things that are being said. And that lady, Natasha, or whatever her name was, yeah, you and all your cronies start jumping up. Like she said, you don't need a backup dancer. You can speak for yourself. You don't need someone to say, oh, now, bring the receipts. She might have her own receipts, but you're not allowing anyone to do that. You're just giving it.
I muted everybody in the boxes, even my best friend, I muted her.
You've unmuted them now, yeah. You've unmuted them now. At the end of the day,
Respectfully, if you don't like Misread, why are you here?
Yeah, you literally.
it's not about not liking.
Because
I
I
didn't say,
see your
I didn't
comment
say
in the
that.
comments.
I said I
actually,
don't
Archie,
like what's
and
been
you said, "Oh, there's
open
all
up your
white
ears,
people in the
gal.
box." You said
Open
there's
up
all
your
white
ears,
people in the
gal.
box.
Me never
Everything
said me
you
now
just
like her.
ends
I said I
on
don't
it.
like
Did you
the
just
conversation.
stereotype?
Yeah, that's what I said, Miss J.
No contact coach. You've
Open
already
up
brought
your
it up. You
ears.
said about it. You said in the comments, "Oh, it's because you're all people in the boxes aren't people
Yeah,
of colour."
the people
Or
of
because
colour.
you're all
Yeah, Miss
white.
say it. That's
Excuse
right. I
me,
said it.
excuse
I
me,
said it.
that's
It's
a
right.
bit
That's why I
racist
said
to
it
us,
because it's
though.
right.
Who are you
I'm
to
looking
bring
at
up our
everyone's
skin
faces.
colour? Who
I'm
are you
looking at
to bring
everyone's
up our
faces,
skin
darling.
colour?
I'm
Who
looking at
are
everyone's
you to bring up our
faces.
skin colour?
So you're stereotyping.
Quinty, you in the room, darling?
Oh, we got someone else in now. Woohoo!
Yeah, NRG, if you don't like it, piss off. How about that?
Oh, if I don't like it, all right, Miss Side Chick.
I thought you've got your own voice and your own platform.
I have got my own voice.
Then go and tell someone else then. Go to CLA if you've got a problem with her.
God, we know she's got her own voice. It's the only thing I can bloody hear. You telling everyone to open your ears and listen. You're the only one talking over everybody, Hearn.
Exactly. And I love the way that she talks about stereotype and racism, but comes in here going white people this and white people that. How dare you assume what colour I am? How dare you? And where my grandparents come from, white people were slaves. So what have you got to say about that?
Mandy,
What
I'll
have you got
shout
to
at
say
whoever
about
the
that?
fuck I want to shout at. Anyway, love you, bye.
Bye, Jay.
Well, I'm waiting for an
Hello,
answer,
Miss Red.
Energy, because you stereotyped me as a white person. I want to know where you got your stereotype from. You looked at my face and then assumed that we were all white, yeah? Is that how it works? But if we were to do that to a black person, you'd be the first in the box crying about it, wouldn't you?
Can we unmute her?
No,
Who's muted her?
She has to unmute herself.
And that is actually a shame, because I actually do like Energy, Miss Red. I've got to say, I've been watching her for a little while, and I like the fact that she does all the, awareness about racism and stuff. But what you just did was completely defer what your point was by stereotyping everyone as white. Do you know what I'm saying?
Tam, are you talking about me or to me?
I'm talking to you. I'm asking you questions.
You're saying, right, go on, say that again. You're saying I'm stereotyping you?
You stereotyped all of us in the box that came in the box, and you also said that just because some of us, and it was me that said that I had mixed children, that we can be racist. But then you said you got your own mixed grandchildren, children. So you run away from the point when you're stereotyping everyone as white people.
I don't go around calling. Listen, you're talking about stereotyping. You're talking about. Listen, I've never stereotyped you. I said I've noticed there's no people of colour in her box. That's not stereotyping. It's a fact.
It's
and I'm not getting stereotyped because I've been following you.
Please, my mum and a friend. Yeah.
My grandparents were born in Egypt. My colour is not white, although I do define myself as white because on paperwork.
Listen, I've been following you. I don't know what you're talking about stereotyping you. I noticed there's not a lot of people of colour in her boxes. I know someone that tried to get in this red box for over a year. And he said she would never allow him in her box. I don't know if he has been put in her box, but every time he's tried to get her attention, he never got in there. I'm not going to mention his name.
Who are we talking about?
BP.
BP.
I don't know who that is.
I'm not going to mention his name because I was a whole lot. I'll send you a message on that one, Miss Red. But I'm telling you now, this person, I don't speak to this person, was saying that you would not allow him in your box. Yeah, I don't know if you have.
Because he bloody trolled me.
Oh, did he?
I reached out
I don't know. Like I said, it's over here, but he was saying that you would not
and he
allow.
trolled me after I'd sent him the message.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because he was saying that you wouldn't allow him
because he trolls me, darling. He trolled me for ages.
Energy, it's no different to some of the things.
Trolls in the box.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
And energy,
Which is fair enough. Which is fair enough. At the end of the day, that's your choice there. But like I said, I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and it's not about me saying, "Oh, all white people are this, all white people." No, I wouldn't say that at all. Anyway, I've got my partner sitting here. Yeah. I've got mixed race children, I've got 16 grandchildren, and they are all ethnicities. It's not about me going, oh, everyone's racist in here. I'm saying when I'm looking at who's in your box.
You're insinuating I'm racist by not having people of colour in the box.
Sorry?
And she's been my friend for ages. And also,
Who's been your friend for ages?
Miss Red's been my closest friend for ages. She knows all my
Sam, I
background,
don't dispute that, darling.
my partner's background. She's also very close friends with Sav, who's mixed race too. Like, I understand that you're frustrated. And I do watch your lives, and I understand that racism is a massive problem. But you're honestly barking up the wrong tree here, Energy. Miss Red is not racist. I promise you that now.
Energy. Do you know when someone is racist on TikTok? Do you know I'm one of the only creators to speak up on behalf.
Right. Okay. I hear you.
I pull up everybody. I've done it so many times.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Listen. All right, Miss Red.
I do it all the time.
All right. Listen. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. But like I said, what upset me, and I'm sure it upsets a lot of people, and what I don't understand, yeah, and maybe some people might be able to, hear what I'm saying. When you hear somebody, yeah, shouting out the N-word, I've got the video still. I'm not talking about the one where she was with the black guy in the road going, she said the N-word, 16 times, yeah?
I know,
she did it again
but
after.
she hasn't said it. It was CLA who said it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said. I did say CLA.
Right,
I did say CLA.
It's Red's fault, and she allowed.
No, you're not hitting like
lots of black people in here.
I didn't say that.
It's myself, gypsy people in here. She's far from racist. No, and
I said
people have the say for. That's what our platform's about. Letting people have the say.
I said when you hear the likes of Chelsea Liart saying the N-word continuously, and then she comes into Mrs. Red's box and she's carrying on the way she's carrying on, because I watched it.
And she got told she got a new arsehole ripped.
So let me.
She got a new arsehole ripped.
Yes, she did. And she was out. And that's why she's blocked.
Energy, that's why in the morning, just so you know, that's why in the morning before the show, we didn't know that CLA was going to come in.
Right.
What we did is we made sure that Torian and Paigey were in, because,
I don't know who they are.
They're people on the app that talk about racism quite a lot. They're,
okay.
And they're black, and so or mixed, black and mixed.
Okay.
So they came in and they were going to talk about it, but guess what happened? CLA asked for the box, and so of course you're talking about her. You're going to get her in, so they got her in, and CLA basically didn't like being told about herself by those two ladies, and she dropped out. Now, what would you want us to do? Would you want us to not let CLA in and not let basically her try and dig herself a deeper hole, because frankly that's what she did, and
Fair enough.
give people of colour a chance to try and explain the impact she's having on them personally. And that day, because the topic was appropriate, actually there was a lot of people of colour in the boxes, love. So I'm not understanding, hon.
Well, I must have left them because obviously I had to go work. But when I was watching her in the box and she was there trying to make jokes about things with Miss Red, like, I was drunk. There's always an excuse.
It was bullshit. We all
because I'm sure we can all have a drink. Yeah, I'm sure we can all have a drink. And all you in the box or in the actual comments that have got mixed race children. What, you're not going to allow someone to say the N-word in front of you, whether your partner's black or you're black?
Yeah,
you're not going to allow someone to...
That was exactly the point that was made. So CLA didn't stick around to hear what everyone else had to say, right? As soon as she'd finished her piece, she was gone. And then the conversation turned into Paigey and Torian educating people on the micro-racism and the casual racism that was coming out of her mouth and the things that she was saying about, my children are mixed race, so I've got the right to say this or whatever.
But she don't even claim them. But she don't claim her kids.
And everything you're saying, Energy, was exactly the points that was being made in that live by all the people that were in that box on that day.
We're all
What, and then she ducked out?
Energy.
CLA dropped out before anyone said any of that. She didn't want to hear it. It was, I'm bipolar, I'd had a drink, I've got this excuse, and then she dropped out because she didn't want to hear what anyone had to say. The moment Torian and Paige, you were saying, you are still racist, regardless of the colour of your children, regardless of the people that you hang around with, and regardless of the upbringing you had, and the things that are coming out of your mouth are still racist. She didn't want to hear it, she left.
But what does me is why is this allowed to still go on then?
What do you mean though?
The fact that
Energy, have you seen how I put the videos out about her? I get more hate on this app over doing videos about her.
Speaking,
she doesn't
I can't-
like it. But listen, what Miss Red does on her platform is allow, just like she has with you. Sorry for shouting before.
That's all right.
What she
Who's
does with
talking?
you is let people. It is let people have the say, right? So. If we didn't, it's classed as bullying. If people come on and have the say, then Miss Red sat and laughed at them. If she mutes them, she's being a bully. She can't win. And as well, the amount of black people that come on here, and I think Torian's in the box, Miss Red.
She's not a respect, pal.
You what, sorry?
Torian's not here. She's not in the box.
I don't know. I've not heard of her story.
But she does have a lot of people on, but as far as letting anybody take the piss out of anything or mock anything, she certainly doesn't. And please believe me, we all have everybody's back on here. So you've just maybe happened to watch at a bad time. I don't know, but you should watch a little bit more because she is very fair.
I would have watched a bit more, but I had to go work. Like literally,
That's me. I'm at work now. You're on a loudspeaker. I listen to it, and every now and again I jump in.
Right.
But you should watch her a little bit more and just see she is a genuine, true person.
I think, Energy, we all actually are on the same page here. I think there's just been a bit of miscommunication. I think we all agree with all the points you've made, and I think probably you agree with a lot of the stuff that we've said about that live that you...
It's just horrible to watch. It's horrible to watch.
I completely get it. And
you know... And I'm sorry to cut you, but do you know what really frustrates the shit out of me is the fact that she's still on this app. She's still getting people following her. She's still getting people like gifting her and doing what she's doing, and she's allowed to get away with it. And it's like, why? Because she's making money for TikTok.
Babe, but this is the conversation we're having.
But that's not my fault. Energy, that isn't my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault.
I know, darling, but with the greatest of respect, you've come in like attacking me. Do you know what I mean? You didn't know what happened on the live that day. You don't know that I opened the boxes. Sorry, Pearl, I'm going to mute you because your microphone's crazy. I opened the boxes, and you know it was an amazing live, you know, and it was an amazing awareness live, and I had so many messages saying, Miss Red, thank you so much for opening your platform so we can come in and have a voice. It was an amazing live, but you've come in here attacking me, insinuating that I've allowed CLA to do all this, and it never happened. It never happens. Do you know what I mean? Saying that I don't have people of colour in the boxes when one of my moderator, Miss T, here in the corner, is a black woman. I'd like to hear from Miss T, actually.
I've just seen her come in. Yeah.
Hello, Miss Red.
I'll drop down.
Hi, darling.
How are you?
I'm good, darling. I'm good.
Yeah, I would just say at this whole topic, from me being in here and you know the amount of time I've spent with you, you've been nothing but lovely to me and everybody that comes in this box. I don't see you to be a racist. You treat everybody equally. We're all like your little children, family. I would say, because I do. Yes, exactly, family.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Miss Red's a lovely person. I can't lie.
How I see it. So if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. But like from what I've seen and how I've been on the boxes and stuff, especially with the CC person as well, that really, I can't say too much about it because like I say, there's an investigation going on, not on TikTok, a police investigation, because you see me, I'm not one of them idiots that's going to sit there and let someone talk to me like some dumbass. Yeah.
And with respect, I've never spoke to you like that. The drama you're talking about, I didn't want to get involved in. You know, it was nothing to do with me. I weren't having people using this platform to go with each other. And
she came up in your box. She came up in your box because she wanted to get some more clout, as people call it.
And you know, after that, I wouldn't let me again because I knew what she was trying to do. When I blocked the lady and I got slagged off for blocking her, she had enough to say about me blocking her. And with the Black Pope situation, he trolls me. He trolled me, so I ate
Okay, I'm a big enough grown-ass woman, Miss Red.
Energy,
so you know what? I'll say to you, I apologise if I come at you attacking you, yeah? I didn't watch all of the live because I had to go to work, yeah? But at the same time, like I say, I've been in here, in your box, on 2 occasions where things have gone on and they've got heated, yeah, people are allowed to say what they're allowed to say. But, you know, it's like, what happens with that after it's been said? Like you say, she just came off and it was done. It was done. Nothing happened from that. She said what she wanted to. Everyone else was having their go at her, but she'd fucked off.
But do you know what happened off the back of that?
What happened?
Some women got to come in the box and speak their truth and have their say to somebody that had offended them, and that was enough. That was enough for them. People got to say what they wanted to say to them.
I just saw someone's race. It is a touchy subject, and it's like, you know, you feel like you can't say certain things, or if you do say things, it's like, oh well, this person's that person's that. But people allow it. People are shouting, going, oh well, she's not, she's this, she's that, and I'm like, hang on,
Just let me interject. So Miss Red's underplayed what happened, because do you know what happened? There was 7,000 people on that live, and a lot of them came away. White women came away and said, I learned something today that I didn't really understand. We all know racism's wrong, but in our own lives, let's face it, we're white women, we go about our business, we don't walk in your shoes. And actually, the black ladies or mixed race ladies, whatever they were that came in the box, they explained the impact that was having on their kids in school, on them in jobs. So there was a lot of good came from it. And I love the fact that you've come in and you've said what you've said, and I think you've squeezed out a bit of a fucking apology there. I think I'm hearing it, right?
I did apologise. I said, Miss Red, I apologise if I came at you. I came in attacking you. I'm big enough, I'm grown enough, and I can take that. Hand on chest, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
So everyone, will try apology. I ain't got no problem with apologising. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm allowed to feel how I feel as a black woman, and I'll say how I felt about a certain situation.
And guess what?
And I'm not saying it's you, I'm not saying it's you, it's your fault, Miss Red, because you can't control what comes out of somebody's mouth.
Yeah. And you got to come in this box, you got to have your say, you weren't agreeing, you've learned a little bit more about what was going on, you probably didn't have 100% of the information where you formed your opinion. But that's why there's always 5,000 plus in this live, because everyone gets that opportunity. We're waiting for the other one to come back with the fucking receipts that she said she's got. Let's wait and see, eh? That's never gonna happen.
She's apparently played it or some shit.
Bullshit.
Apparently she's played. Anyway, Energy, I will apologise. I do feel a little bit fucking crazy today, I'm not going to lie.
That's all right, I apologise. So I'm sorry if I came at you, but like, you know.
Listen, I just thought, like, please see it for what it is. Like, we obviously with CLA, like I know that it seems that a lot of people support Donna in here when we're talking about CLA, right? But there's also like a lot of CLA followers that are our die-hard fans, and the amount of shit that actually Donna did get for that, even though it was the right thing to do, was to call her out on her racism. It was insane. You know, Donna had threats to her kids, like to end them and a granddaughter, and all because she called out someone that needed to be called out. Do you know what I mean? And Chelsea did get ripped a new one. I'm telling you that for a fact. She got ripped a new one, she couldn't handle it, and she left.
And this is what people don't understand. Not
Carries on the same way though, didn't she?
People think I sit here collecting loads and loads of money, you know, when I've got the biggest guard. But what people don't see is, through me letting people in the boxes, having their opinion, speaking their truth, I get a hell of a lot of hate. I get threats, death threats, people ringing my phone, do you know what I mean? My children targeted, not my children, sorry, my daughter-in-law was targeted when she went live from a beauty studio, and the phone had to be taken off the hook. This is what people don't see. I don't come on TikTok, earn thousands of pounds a week. You know, I earn a couple of £100 a week, which I'm grateful for, but for the hate that I get on here, just because I open
it's not worth it, really,
let people speak, you wouldn't even believe, you wouldn't even comprehend, because I stand up, I'll try and stand up for what I believe is right. Do you know what I mean? And the reason I won't leave because of it is because this is what these people want. These problematic people want me off the app, so I don't speak, so I don't pull up their bad behaviour. But they ain't going to win me. These trolls are not going to win, and neither are these cunts of problematic creators that are transphobic, are racist, do this, do that. I'm going nowhere. I'm staying here, and I'm going to open my boxes day in, day out, and let thousands of people come in and say what they want to say.
Fair enough.
Energy, honestly, like we would love nothing more than to TikTok to pull their fucking fingers out and get rid of these creators that are being so disgusting, earning thousands of pounds, and because they gone and bought themselves a fucking tarantula, that means that their racism is excused and forgotten. Now all that focus has gone on some fucking spider in a cage. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what had happened. It got thrown off. Yeah, it got thrown off because she said, did she say someone sent her it or some
Yeah, she tried to make out someone sent it to her, and then she admits
she goes and buys a spider, right? This is how this has all been debunked, and no one gives a shit about racism now. Listen to this energy, right? All of this kicked off, blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, she's obviously crying, saying sorry. I'm a massive one for giving second chances. Some people, shouldn't, they behave awfully, yeah. But you know what? It got ignored. That got ignored, no matter how massive that was, because that woman got a spider as a pet.
A real one?
Yes, a real one.
Baby one about the size of a penny.
Honestly, energy, it got debunked, thrown out, not spoken of again, because they were all so concerned about CLA and this fucking spider.
And do you know what? On that note, Jay, that's what I was coming in for. And to say to you, energy, one of the biggest problems here is TikTok itself, because I reported her. One for the racism, and last night for the transphobic stuff she was saying, and I got a thingy back from TikTok saying no violation found.
Yep.
What the hell?
Can I just say to somebody in the chat, sorry, that said I've earned £1,000 this week. I haven't earned £1,000 this week at all. And if I did, it's got nothing to do with you, because to be honest, I deserve it for all the fucking shit I get. But I haven't earned £1,000, and I can assure you, when I do get money, I'll share it out. Some of the money that I have actually got this week has gone to feed homeless dogs in India, so shut your mouth.
Well done.
And it frustrated me so much that TikTok just didn't even bother. It was like seconds. It came back within seconds. No violation found. That I went onto her page and I read
There'll always be violations, because at the end of the day, she's making money for TikTok. Yeah. So it's basically she can get away with it.
I put her chat thing, you vile bitch, and with minutes, I got a violation. I got my comment removed, and I got a warning from TikTok.
Yep. Wow. Energy, TikTok, believe it or not, and as much as we disagree with it, trust me, we're on your side, yeah? They do not give a shit. There's fucking headlines on air that, whatever with kids, this, that and the other. They allow them this platform to keep doing what they're doing. And that is exactly why, obviously, you've got Misread that pulls her up on the racism. You've got Only Tony out there putting posters up of peddlers and people that are exposing themselves online to kids, but because TikTok won't do anything. You can email them. There's not even a number, I don't think, that you can ring to complain. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
But then you've got the same thing with the transphobic thing with Mama Kaz. I mean, she said some ridiculous, nasty things about her, and it's like there's a lot of things that people get upset about. Whether it's racism, sexualism, religion, whatever, anything that's different, she can say whatever she wants to, and it's okay, because that's what comes across.
And energy. This is the whole purpose of this room, because people make videos, and try and call out this behaviour, and the videos get violation, they get account bans, and this room, right, darling, is purely for the purpose of for people that can't speak their truth, can't say what they want to say. They can jump in this box in front of thousands of people and say exactly what they want to say. Even if I disagree with it, they will say what they want to say.